live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
On to the real. All right, now, when we talked about this, actually, when we first discussed this, I skipped right over to On to the Real.
You
and
did,
went right to
was
Feel Good Final
excited.
Thought.
Y'all will know why.
You'll see why in a second. But the only reason why I did that is because the On to the Real for me was already solidified.
Yeah.
Mia Hamm hyphen Garcia Parra.
Okay.
Was one of my favorite athletes in general.
Yes.
Men, women, sports. Because you could see, yeah, you could see her level of dominance, even in the sport of soccer, you know.
Oh,
and we talk about some of these soccer players now that we see, like she was it, you know, and so she is, her and her husband are the co-owners of the LA football club.
Mm-hmm.
They're the global ambassador. Well, she is the global ambassador excuse me, I'm sorry. She is the global ambassador for the football club of Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
And she's on the board of directors for Series A Club AS Roma.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's an author as well. By the way, I didn't put that on there. She's an author as well. Mm-hmm.
And so none of us, I won't say none of us, but she's kind of stayed really out of the spotlight since her career had been over.
I think that's why I was surprised to know all of this.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea that she was doing all this stuff because she is so like out of the spotlight.
Yeah. And so if she is one of the first women sports athletes that I saw or that I remember seeing, because I don't want to be wrong. She was one of the first that I remember seeing in a Gatorade commercial.
Okay.
In like the early 2000s, maybe late 90s.
It was probably early 2000s because she was at North Carolina. She played for the Tar Heels.
Tar Heels, yeah.
That was early 90s.
Okay. Wow. I wonder, did she play with what's the track runner? Got busted for PEDs.
How many?
Yeah, I know. Let's see here.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about, so I'll just say I don't know.
Is it Marion? Something Marion? Something Marion. I can't think of her name, but I know she hooped for UNC as well. Okay. I just was trying to think if they were there at the same time. I'm sorry, that has nothing to do with On to the Real, but it's just nice to see that Mia Hamm like is doing and she's involved in all of these things. And it's like, it's one of those things like we would have never known, you know, we would have never known had, you know, had you not seen this story and this, you know, had come up.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really cool. I was like, oh, wow. She did a lot of stuff. And I had no idea she's doing a lot of stuff. I mean, I knew she was like you said, like she just kind of the pinnacle of what you think of when you think of female athletes, right?
Right.
But yeah, no, it's real cool to know that she's doing all these things, especially the ownership piece.
Yeah.
Because we always talk about this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And seeing the equity or the equality or the opportunity for equity and equality for women to be in these spaces and these places. I'm just happy to see. You know, I'm happy for the Williams sisters and, you know, all of these, like, you know, J-Lo, all these people who are out here putting their names in the hat to do what they do. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Shout out to Mia Hamm.
Yeah.
It's good to see her name and see this attached to it.
Of course. All right. Now go on and get to what you just skipped over.
When I tell you I have been waiting with bated breath for this. You mentioned him earlier, and
Mm-hmm.
you guys know if you watch this show. And for those of you who don't, this is your first time. I am a fan of LeBron James, right? And not only am I a fan of him as a basketball player, super fan, definitely.
Super fan.
Not only am I a fan of him as a basketball player, I just love the way he's moved as a businessman.
Yeah.
You know, and we talked a little bit about this with Kobe. And I didn't see a lot of that until Kobe was at kind of the tail end of his career.
Right.
We've seen LeBron and some of his moves probably after a few years that he got into the league. And so the thing that I was waiting on for him is for him to become a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, it has finally occurred. He is now one of the 4 newest Black billionaires. So for all of the work and all of the blueprint that he's given young Black athletes in business.
Black people, period. You don't even got to be like really. Yeah.
I only say athlete just because, I think you and I had this conversation, like when I thought about, playing professionally and the amount of money that I would make from playing professionally, it wasn't to have like a Bentley or anything like that, or to have like the biggest house in a mansion or anything like that. Right. It really was for like me and my close-knit group of friends to all go and take over whatever industry like we wanted to do. And so to see somebody who did it like kind of at the same time that, I had envisioned it, and even to kind of hear stories about it and be inspired by it by the time that I was about to graduate and, at that time possibly play professionally, like the culmination of this is very inspiring. So
absolutely,
shout out to the James family, because in order for him to accomplish something like this, there had to be a lot of sacrifices. And so
and please know this, I just need to say this because this is the numbers. Okay. He's only earned, it sounds crazy to say it only, but he's earned a measly close to $350 million as a basketball player. What has taken him over the top to become a billionaire is the double that amount, $700 million that he's made in off the court things. That right there.
Yeah.
That right there. So this is why the NIL coming about right now just
huge.
Open the floodgates for these young people. And I'm excited for them. Go do you. Make it happen. Right. This man is showing you, like you say, he's giving athletes the blueprint. If you're trying to really get out here and make it work and grind it for you with this new NIL, find LeBron James, have a conversation. Let the brother spit some knowledge to you so you can be in the right space.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Now, I'm not a fan of LeBron, the basketball player, but I am a fan of LeBron, the man.
The man, yeah.
So I'm uber excited. I would not have even put this out there because I know as soon as you saw it, it would have been what you wanted if I did not like LeBron. But I like LeBron, the man.
Oh, man. Nah, this one was good,
Yeah, so I'm excited. And just so y'all know, the other 3 people are not athletes, but they are still worth mentioning as Kanye West, Rihanna, and Tyler Perry.
Yes.
They have
Shout
all
out to Tyler Perry.
Become billionaires.
No disrespect to Kanye.
That's a self-made billionaire right there, babe. Yeah. I mean, to the core, everything about that is self-made.
Yeah. You know what? We can say the same for the 3 of those, the other 2 of them. Because if you look at Kanye West's origins and getting in that car crash and not knowing if he'd be able to even continue his craft, like there had to be a lot of people that took a chance on him, and he had to take a chance on himself. Honestly, and so I think that's dope with Rihanna. There were plenty of labels who did not want to sign Rihanna, and she found the one label who did. And I won't say the one label as if nobody else wanted to do it. There were
but
a
she
lot of
found the
people who
one
didn't,
that was work for her. Yeah.
and she was able to parlay that into, you know, being a billionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So all of them got it out. All of them got it out of the mud. But you know, there's special affinity that you and I have for Tyler Perry. And so to see him top this list is just mind-boggling. And I truly appreciate it because I saw the slow ascent.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. We saw the plays to the movies.
Right.
We saw it all happen.
Yeah,
absolutely. So
shout out to
all
them
of
all.
them. LeBron, we would, do your thing, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're paving the way.
Yes.
Love it.
All right, show picks. What you watching?
So it's been out a long time, but I just took the time to really sit down and watch a few episodes recently of Black Love.
Yes.
I love this.
Me too.
I love this. I love love, but I love watching these diverse, different scenario coming together types of just Black people, just beautiful Black people just sharing their love stories, because that's not what we get to see.
Yeah.
That's not what we get to see. That's not typically the way that it looks when it's portrayed for us, right?
Yeah.
And so these are real stories, though. That makes it even more beautiful. These are actual people and actual stories. This is not something somebody made up for us. This is not something that somebody had to approve. This is just literally them sitting down and sharing their real lives. And I just love it. I love all the different types of couples they have on there. And it's just beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful to watch.
That is a beautiful show. And it's important. It's important to the culture. It's important for the culture, you know. Yes. And I would hope more people would watch it just to hear the stories and hear some of the, you know, them being able to overcome.
Absolutely.
All right, now, so my show doesn't come on until Sunday, but listen, as soon as it comes on, I'm gonna be watching it. Insecure.
I knew that's
final
what you were
season.
gonna say.
Final season of Insecure.
Yeah.
Issa Rae was actually on The Breakfast Club this morning, and they did an interview with her. Okay. I haven't gotten to watch it as of yet, but by the time this airs, I will have watched it. I'm just such a fan of her.
Yes.
You know, and the things that she's been able to do.
Yeah.
To see her, and we talk about folks getting it out of the mud. You know, she's one of those people that we saw get on YouTube, create their own series, and just really take it, you know, to the next level. So now being on HBO and having an HBO show. So super dope to see what she's done.
So excited.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I had to figure out where I can watch it, but so excited.
We're gonna find something for you to do.
Listen, I'm I'll just be missing out on so much, but it's okay. It's all right. It's gonna get fixed soon. It's gonna get fixed soon. So she is super dope. Love myself some Issa. Yeah. And somebody who is just really, I love her because she's so comfortable with her. I love a person. That's what I love about LeBron. I love genuine people who are not cocky, not arrogant, but confident in themselves. And so confident that they're not shaken by things that are going on around them.
Yeah.
They just gonna be who they are.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah.
Well, we at the end of another one.
All right.
Episode 132.
Yeah.
If you guys want to reach out to us for whatever reason, to give us some feedback, to, you know, ask to want to be on the show, hit us up at fieldgoodfinalthought@gmail.com. If you want to reach out to us on social media, you can do the same thing there. Our IG page is at @field2the real podcast. Our Twitter page is at @field2the real P1. definitely reach out to us on Facebook. Our Facebook page will let you know every time we release a new video. And definitely reach out to us on our YouTube page. That's the place where all of our videos are housed. And that's the Field to the Real podcast. No numbers in that. The Field to the Real podcast. So go there, subscribe, like, share, comment, all of that good jazz. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those are the ways that you can get in touch with us. Our podcast debuts every Friday at 4 p.m. on every streaming platform for podcasts. So you have multiple ways. The audio version. The audio version. You have multiple ways to, check us out. So we love you guys. We truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys for continuing to listen and watch.
Yeah.
But we out of here.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Okay, I'm sorry. And it's funny too, because I'm seeing like the little area, because if you do put your
it's gonna be a problem.
It might be a problem.
I see. No, I'm good. Notice they've been down most of the show. Like,
right.
Yes.
And for someone who's so expressive with their
hands. Yes.
Oh man. All right, we out, y'all.
Yeah.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.